Cain Dingle was truly ready to challenge the Tates until the very last moment on Emmerdale, but unfortunately, they came out on top. A few days back, he learned from Tate that Moira Dingle had finally parted with her stake in Butler's farm. Cain rushed to the prison to talk to Moira about her choice, wondering if she sold the farm because she thought he was too weak due to his prostate cancer and unable to defend her interests. That couldn't have been further from reality. Moira reassured Cain that prioritizing his health mattered far more than stressing endlessly over the farm. She admitted that once she shared her decision with Tate, she felt a sense of relief. Now, Cain and his family are forced to uproot their lives and find a new place to live. He expected someone would move in quickly since the animals needed care, but he didn't imagine it would be a relative. At the pub, Joe showed up, clearly enjoying telling Cain that Robert Sugden would be taking Moira's place. Cain and the Dingles were left shocked. Had the Tates not been involved, they might have reacted differently, but the fact Robert was acting in line with Joe's plans felt like a huge betrayal. To make matters even worse for Cain, Cain Dingle stood by Robert, committed to supporting his partner, as he tried to maintain his family's legacy. The tension was palpable in tonight's episode, with Aaron facing some family members ignoring him because of his decision to back Robert. When they reached Butler's, a drained Cain admitted he could never accept the farm being handed over, but with his cancer diagnosis, he had a far greater battle to focus on. Ouch. Will Cain and Aaron ever be able to repair their relationship? Graham and Kim share a kiss as he promises her she's the one he truly wants. Yet Emmerdale viewers are convinced he may be manipulating her. Just moments earlier, his attention had been on Rona. Since his dramatic return to the village, Graham Foster has been hell-bent on winning Rona Goskirk back, so fans were shocked when he ended up in bed with Tate instead. When Rona didn't show up for their planned meeting, Graham reacted in an unexpectedly impulsive way. After weeks of tension and fiery exchanges with Kim, the two finally gave in to temptation. But is it really that straightforward, or could there be more beneath the surface? Rona turns him down. Still holding on to the belief that Rona reciprocates his feelings, Graham spent much of Thursday's episode reflecting on their previous night together. Determined to confront her, he arrived at Rona's home. Rona made it clear he shouldn't be there and told him to leave. Before departing, Graham issued an ultimatum: meet him at the footbridge at 12:30 p.m, or he would walk away permanently. Rona seemed intent on staying loyal to Marlon, yet when the moment came, events took an unexpected twist. She intended to meet Graham, but was delayed by a call from the nursery, requiring her to pick up Ivy. By the time Vanessa arrived to take Ivy, Graham had already gone by the time Rona reached the bridge. Graham turns to Kim. Believing Rona had rejected him, Graham quickly shifted his attention to Tate. Kim had just returned from a confrontation with Chas and was visibly unsettled. Graham stepped in with comforting words that soon became more intimate. Drawing closer, he said, "After being apart for so long, just seeing you again brings everything back. You've wanted me, I've wanted you. We're two halves of the same soul, and we'll always find our way back to each other." The pair kissed, and Graham assured her he wouldn't regret it before taking her upstairs. Fans suspect Graham is playing Kim. The chemistry between Graham and Kim is undeniable, and their history has always been complicated. Yet this sudden turn of events has raised many eyebrows. Not long ago, Graham appeared to despise Kim, blaming her for forcing him to fake his own death after she tried to have him killed. That history makes this sudden connection feel suspicious. Fans have commented, with one saying, "Graham is definitely playing her," and another asking, "But what exactly is he planning?" It's possible Graham has ulterior motives. Is this a way to assert control over Kim, or part of a bigger scheme? Theories have long suggested Graham returned to the village for reasons beyond reconciling with Joe. In recent episodes, he has taken digs from both Kim and Joe without retaliation, hinting at a longer game. Next week, Graham is focused on keeping Joe away from Kim, raising further doubts about his true intentions. Meanwhile, Kim confides in Lydia that she must protect her heart from Graham, suggesting this romance may not have a happy ending. Joe, on the other hand, grows increasingly irritated by Graham's interference and is warned to be cautious in dealing with Kim. Whether this sudden affair is a calculated plan or just a rebound after Rona's apparent rejection remains uncertain. For now, Graham's true motives are as mysterious as the man himself. Emmerdale fans worry over Cain and Moira after major farm shake-up. Robert has taken the reins, but what does this mean for the Dingles? Speculation is rife that Cain and Moira Dingle could be exiting Emmerdale following a major change at Butler's farm this week. The soap confirmed that Robert Sugden, alongside Aaron Dingle, will now take over as tenant farmers, leaving Moira and Cain stepping aside. The announcement quickly sparked panic among fans, many of whom feared this signaled the couple's departure from the show entirely. Emmerdale confirms farming changes. Earlier this week, Moira transferred her share of the farm to the Tates. Then, last night, Joe Tate officially appointed Robert to manage the property. Determined to honour his family legacy, Robert wants to follow in his father Jack Sugden's footsteps and make him proud. Emmerdale producer Laura Shaw said, "The Sugdens have always been central to village life, as the original farming family when Emmerdale began. This return to the farm's roots is a meaningful moment, echoing the drama of when Annie Sugden and her sons, Jack and Joe, ran the land." Robert, taking over the tenancy, is eager to do his best for his dad. Together with his loyal partner Aaron, they're ready for this new chapter and committed to making the farm flourish. She added, "Farming remains a key part of Emmerdale, giving our audience plenty of excitement and fresh air drama." What's next for Moira and Cain? After the storyline aired, worried viewers began asking if Cain and Moira were leaving the soap. One fan commented on Facebook, "If Cain and Moira go, there's no Emmerdale." Another wrote, "This is devastating. Cain is Emmerdale. I don't know how the show will survive without him." A third added, "Are Cain and Moira leaving? I won't watch if they do." Meanwhile, a fourth sighed, "Cain leaving would change everything." No exit planned for the Dingles. Fans can breathe easy. Cain and Moira are not leaving the show. Both have reportedly signed new contracts recently. While they are stepping away from Butler's farm, their story continues. Once Moira is out of prison, Cain is determined to help her rebuild a new farming future. He's already searching for land so they can start fresh with their own farm. Soon, the village will feature 2 working farms, Emmerdale Farm and the Dingle Farm, giving fans confidence that the couple's journey is far from over. Emmerdale airs weeknights on ITV at 8 p.m, with early streaming on ITVX at 7 a.m.